I have a 2016 Nissan Sentra SL. This procedure should be the same for any 2013 to 2017 Sentra. At first I had intermittent check engine light come on. I would go to the auto store to read the codes. They were codes P0456 and sometimes P0447. I would be able to get the auto shop to reset the codes only to have them come back on in a week or so. After some time the check engine light stayed on. On long vacation drives the check engine would sometimes go off for days only to come back on after a few days. Then I decided to buy the Blue Driver code reader so I can do the resets myself. In the Blue Driver help section of the app it indicated that most people resolve the code by replacing the vapor canister vent solenoid. There were also many YouTube videos saying this will resolve the P0456 code. I then replaced the vapor canister vent solenoid, however, it did not resolve my issue. When I later checked operation of the old one it worked just fine. I then stumbled upon someone indicating that perhaps it is the fuel pump. This, as it turned out, was the actual issue. I created this video to show how I confirmed this and how I checked for it, as well as how to replace the fuel pump. I am not a mechanic and this is only a demonstration of me showing my experience in this matter. I hope you find it informative.
Okay, this is to replace the fuel pump in my 2016 Nissan Sentra due to the check engine light coming all the time, and when I code it, it's a P0456 code. I pulled out the back seat. It's as simple as, basically you can see here, there, and there. You lift up, push the seat belts through, and then it comes out. Then there's this plate here, and it has these things which turn. So you get a screwdriver, like a Star or Phillips, and you turn it, and it releases this. Then there's your fuel pump. Here's the issue. You can see here, now I don't know if I can get in there, but yeah, there you go. You see that dark area? That means it's arcing, and I think that's what's causing it. I've already tried doing the replacement of the what do you call them? The solenoids. The one at the front of the engine, and then the one back under the car in the passenger side where the charcoal box is, and none of them fix the issue. Saw someone online tell me this, look at the arcing, if that's it then get a new fuel pump. So I did that through eBay. Now I disconnected this. Now what I'm going to do is vacuum this area to make it nice and clean, because I'm going to expose my fuel pump, my gas tank, and I don't want any particles moving into there. So let me do that. Now you can see here there's kind of like clips, so I'm gonna have to turn it this way with a screwdriver and a hammer, chiseling at it. I know there's a tool for it, but apparently you can do it that way, so let me give it a try. First I'm gonna vacuum it. Okay, so I ended up vacuuming it. Now I got to take this off. Now what I did is I cranked the car until it stopped on its own to relieve any pressure that might be here. This is the fuel line going to the front. Now you have to squeeze those at the same time, so these two, and then you pull this. I'm gonna need two hands, and I might get a needle nose plier because my fingers are maybe not enough, but let me do that and then I'll have to put the phone down, unfortunately, to do that. Hang on. Okay, so I squeezed it and I pulled. It sounded like it broke, but I hope the heck it didn't. Now you can see there's a little bit of, maybe a little bit of fuel that came out, and I can definitely smell it and feel it on my hands. I'm going to try and protect this by putting it aside where I won't run into it. Then, hang on. Okay, so what I did is I did a little loop and then strung it over to here, the bottom of the back seat. Still plastic from when it was new, but that gets it out of the way a little bit. This one here is also out of the way. Now there's little notches here. I got to push that so that these come out of the notch. That'll take this ring off. There's also a notch there, so whatever's best for you. There's one here, so whatever is easier for you to get at. So what I'm going to do, basically put a screwdriver or something that I can get leverage, and then I'm going to hit it and turn it that way. Now, I've been doing it, so you can see it's kind of almost off. It's a little hard, you have to hit hard, and when I had this off, gas was pumping out of there as I hit it because you're putting a lot of pressure on the tank. So I put that on to kind of capture any gas that might be popping up. Also, there's been a lot of debris, so I did another vacuum. Now I'm going to probably do one more after I get close and get the ring off. Okay, I got the ring almost off. It's away from these things, as you can see. However, it's still stuck, so I think there's still a little bit more. I got to bring it over. You see this area is a little bit further off. I think I got to turn it more until this is right up against that. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Now, see, the ring is nice and loose. So now I can take vacuum one more time. Gonna take the ring off and then vacuum. I'm gonna put this back on. Keep it out of the way. Oh. Come on, get on there. Trying to do it with one hand. Okay. Now I should be able to take this ring off. Remembering the orientation, so I'm going to just put it up there the same way. Now I'm going to clean in here. Now, it's as simple as lifting up, which I did actually, and it popped right up. So now, be careful when you take it out. Lift up and get this out of the way. And then you're going to have the float you got to be careful of. Letting some of this dry. Okay, so that all went back in. There's the float. So now orientation, I'm going to take it out. I'm just going to leave it on the ground here while it drips fuel. I may have to check if I need to move this onto the new one. Let me go to the new one here. Got off some good old eBay. Let's see. I think I have to put some pieces together. Yep. So there's the new float and the new O-ring. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, so there is the old compared to the new one I ordered. And I have this I have to put on over here myself, which is simple enough. And then I got to transfer this clip onto that. So the fuel thing, but just to give you a better idea, can you see the burnt? That's what they're saying causes this problem. I sure as heck hope so. Then my problem will be over with. Anyway, let me put the float on and try and move the clip over. Okay, so this clip, see these things? They fit behind that, so I have to spread them both apart to take it off. I apologize, I'm the only one here and I don't have a tripod. Now I got to put this on there, and it's as simple as pushing it down. Okay, so I got that clip on from here. Now side by side, there is a difference in the height of the float. I hope that that's okay. Well, we'll have to see how it is when it goes in. Now it's time to put in reverse order back in. Oh, that's interesting. It's a little bit different. So these connections are open. Now, same way I take it out. Oh, before I do that, I've got this O-ring. I gotta take it out. Oh, it's a little bit wet, so I'm gonna have to clean this here. And there's already a little bit of gunk down there, which is weird. I'm gonna clean that and vacuum it and then put the old O-ring, or the new ring back. Okay, I did a bit of a cleaning job. Now this is the O-ring going here. Here's the new O-ring. Now I gotta put in this the same way. And hope this works. Why is that? There we go. I'm gonna turn this probably. Okay, come on. What is going on here? It was the same size. How come it's not going in proper? Oh, I see. So there's tabs here. Now the tricky part, which I'm going to have to put the camera down, is I got to put that ring over top while I'm holding it. So you do have to push down a bit. Okay, I found it a little tricky. You really have to make sure the back part is down. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but the beginnings of those things, I pushed the ring now around. You just got to check all of them all the way around have started into their grooves. And I think I'm good. There's the other one. And now, do the same thing opposite. I bang the ring tight so that these end up under here. Let me do that. Okay, a lot of sweat. Now most people are doing there. I noticed there's ridges here. So what I did is I put the screwdriver there and it came out much easier. I'm wondering, the other way doesn't seem to go, but tighten is better. So now I'm ready, after much hard breathing, put this back in. That's clicked in. I'm going to give it another vacuum and then I'm going to put the top back on. Okay. Now the other thing is this lid has some weather stripping that looks like it was buggered up from the beginning. I'm going to go look because I might have some of this. And if so, I'm going to put my own on. Okay, so basically I got everything on. I redistributed the weather stripping. I'm going to put this down, turn these half turn, and start the car. Okay, so there they are. Everything's cool. I can put the back seat back in, reverse order. Make sure you put the seat belts up through the holes, but first I want to try it and see if I got rid of the check engine light. Okay, this will be the big test. There goes the pressure, starts up, and check engine light is still on, but that might be because it's full. On the other warnings, there's my seatbelt, and obviously the door's still open in the back, but it's running. I think I'm gonna reset the codes and hope it doesn't come back. But that's how you do it. Well, and here we go. Took it out for a little spin. No check engine light anymore. Hopefully it will not come back. I'll try and update you in the comments if anything happens different. But other than that, it looks good. And my seats are back in place. So we're all good.